all Muslims are supposed to take a Hajj. You ever heard that? Remember Malcolm X? He was a Muslim. He took a Hajj. He went to Saudi Arabia, to Mecca, and they walk around this big old meteor, this big old rock. You know what they call that rock? The Kaaba stone. They call it the Kaaba stone. They walk around this rock, and then as you see, you can look this up. We ain't lying. They bow down to it. Huh? Right, look. So now they walk around this meteor, this rock, the Kaaba stone, and then they bow down and start praying. They say they're not praying to it, but what does it look like? You hell no you ain't. But look at what they doing. They all bowing down, praying towards that rock. Now, what does the Bible say about that? This is how you, absolutely, but this is how you can differentiate from the Bible and the Quran, from being a true Christian and from being a Muslim. The Bible and the Quran are not one and the same, contrary to doctrine. Said, I know the great lie of these people that are opening their mouths claiming to be the Jews, but they not the Jews. They the damn devil.
That's right.
That's what Christ said. Read that again.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
He said they the damn devil, bro. A synagogue is a what?
I'm not sure, but I hear that word a lot.
A temple, a place of worship. If you the synagogue of the devil, you a devil worshiper. You a Satanist. You worship Satan. That's what Christ called them. They not the children of God. Get that in 3 and 9. He didn't say it once, but he said it twice.
The book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan.
He said, I'm going to make these damn devil worshipers, the specific ones that claim to be Jews and not,
which say they are Jews.
Very specific. I'm not talking about, because there's a bunch of Satan worshipers, right? There's a bunch of people that worship Satan. But he's talking about these specific ones that open their mouth and say that they're the Jews. Say they God's chosen people. Read.
And are not, but do lie.
But they what?
But do lie.
They are liars, bro. They got everybody in the world thinking they're the Jews. They got everybody in the world thinking they God's chosen people. They're not. We are. Read.
Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet.
What Christ gonna do?
Come and...
No, read that again. I will.
I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
They gonna come worship before our feet, bruh. For this damn lie they done told. But you gotta get yourself right, according to what this Bible talking about. That's the only way you're gonna be able to partake in that. That's the only way. You can't be on that side of the sign. You gotta be on this side of the sign. You gotta be doing the work of the Lord. You gotta be revealing the lies they telling. Because it's people you can reach that I cannot. Who gonna teach them? Who gonna tell them? If not you. You understand that, bro? Now let's get back to Ishmael. So this is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Ishmael, Islam, right? Read right here. This is a
Why so many different forms of the Bible?
why so many different? We'll touch that. We'll touch that. The highlighted. What that say?
All Arabs following Muhammad's example claim descent from Ishmael.
So all Arabs that follow Muhammad's example, right, claim descent from Ishmael. Ishmael in the Bible was Abraham's son that he kicked out. He wasn't the son of the promise. He wasn't the son of the covenant. The Lord pushed him out. The son of the covenant was Isaac, who we come from. All right? So now, hold on. Let me get another reference. So now, let me see the Zon Classical Biblical Baby Name. Let's see what this says. Okay. Now read that.
Ishmael is considered the ancestor of the Arab people.
Now, this book is called the Classical Biblical Baby Names. Scholars know scholars know what's up, bro. You and I don't know what's up, and our people don't know what's up. We gotta tell them. Who are the Arabs?
Is considered the ancestor of the Arab people.
Read it again.
Yes, sir. Ishmael.
Ishmael, the son of Abraham, that was kicked out. That was not the son of the covenant.
Ishmael is considered the ancestor of the Arab people.
Now, this one said, this scholar said that Ishmael is the ancestor of the Arab people. The other reference that we read said that all Arabs claim descent from Ishmael. Let's see what some more say. So now, when you think of Arab people, what's their religion?
I'm not even sure.
Islam. Islam. You said that earlier.
Yeah.
So now watch this. Hold on. We ain't done. Watch this. Let's go back. Get me, let me see. Babylon and Timbuktu. So now, watch this. The Prophet Muhammad adopted many. Okay, read that first part in the second paragraph.
Yes, sir. The Prophet Muhammad adopted many principles.
And hold on, he was definitely not a prophet, right? This is just what a scholar wrote. This is from the book From Babylon to Timbuktu. He said Muhammad
adopted many principles
follow me, bro.
and laws from the Jewish religion.
What did Muhammad do?
Adopted many principles and laws from the Jewish religion.
Remember, I told you that he was a camel jockey, and he used to travel and learn from different people because he was trying to clean up his society. So the Quran came 622 years after Christ. After Christ walked the earth, Islam was created. There's more on that? Read.
First of all, the basic idea of monotheism, which is the belief in one God. After Muhammad became a camel driver,
Remember, I said he was a camel driver.
he traveled to remote and intriguing lands.
He traveled country to country.
He led his caravans to Persia, Syria, and Egypt, transacting business with merchants of every kind. On his business trips, he met Jews.
See what?
He met Jews,
He met the Israelites. He met the so-called black people, God's chosen people. Read.
Christians, and members of other sects. He interrogated them concerning the tenets of their religion.
He interrogated them in regards to their religion. He wanted to learn about their religion, our religion, so he can clean up his society. Read.
He frequented the environment of the Jews and their rabbis.
He frequented, meaning he always was visiting our people, trying to learn from us. You ever heard of the Moors? The Moors were, who do they look like? The Moors were us. The Moors created so many civilizations, cleaned up a lot of civilizations, helped a lot of different people out. And he was traveling to the Moors as well. He was traveling to our people, learning from us. Because it was a sect of Moors that were Muslim, and it was a sect of Moors that was actually knew our customs, Jews, and then followed the Bible. There's more on that?
Yes, sir. Mostly because they were merchants and in
What y'all got on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So hold on. Before we get into all that, what we talking about is the brother asked about Islam, being Muslim and whatnot. I got it. And so now I'm just showing whose religion is Islam, and does God agree with the Islam or not? The Bible or the Quran? Which is it? Now give me Leviticus. Give me Leviticus 26 and verse 1. Watch this. Hey, what do you know about Islam? And I'm gonna come to you next. All right, sis. What do you know about Islam?
I don't know nothing about it.
Nothing. Okay. What about you, sis? What do you know about Islam?
A little bit, not much.
Give me whatever little bit you know. What does a Muslim have to do? You know anything?
Well, I know he pray a lot.
Pray a lot.
I know it's certain, you gotta fast on certain type of
Fast,
days.
the Ramadan thing. Yeah. Does this
No, I
look
don't
familiar
eat
here?
pork. I don't eat pork at all.
Okay, that's good. Does this look familiar? This right here.
What is that? Oh, that's
Now
where
look-
they go. That's the mass. That's the big one.
That's the big one, right? Where you know where it's located?
No.
In Mecca. In Mecca. I believe Mecca's in Saudi Arabia. If I'm
I
not-
tell you to watch out for man-made religion.
Absolutely. Read that.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 1. Ye shall make you no idols nor graven image.
So in the Bible, God says don't make no idols, don't make graven image to worship him, right? Read.
Neither rear you up a standing image.
Neither do what?
Neither rear you up a standing image.
So now, as you see here, this is a standing image. We're going to come back to it too. But I want to show you this too. In the Christian church, don't you see these standing images? Don't you see these images of a false Christ? Absolutely. So now, read this again. Take a picture of this. Look at this. Neither rear you up a standing image of what?
Neither shall you set up any image of stone.
What is the Islam's got in their land? The Kaaba stone. What does God say? Neither shall you do what?
Neither shall you set up any image of stone in your land.
God says you ain't supposed to be setting up no images of stone in your land to be worshiping, bound down to it. So is Islam in or out? Islam is out.
Y'all teach this differently, bruh.
Hey, give me Matthew 7 and 29. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's how you know we got the true spirit of God on us. Because we're not just saying our own words. We're not just saying our own words. We're going straight to the book. Now watch when Christ stepped the scene. When Christ stepped on the scene, he taught differently from the scribes and Pharisees. Today your scribes and Pharisees will be your deacons and pastors and the priests in the pulpit. Read that.
You said say that again.
In today's terms, your scribes and Pharisees spread out the bottom. The scribes and Pharisees today will be your pastors, your deacons, and your priests in the pulpits. In all these churches that we grew up in, those are your scribes and Pharisees. They teach like the scribes and Pharisees. When Christ stepped on the scene, he taught completely different than the scribes and Pharisees. That the people, they was amazed about how they speaking. Now watch, read that.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 29. For he taught them as one having authority.
Christ taught them. Matter of fact, read up from the verse 28, maybe.
Verse 28. And it came to pass, when Jesus had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine.
The people were amazed at how he was teaching, at what he was teaching. Read.
For he taught them as one having authority,
He taught them as one having power and authority,
and not as the scribes.
and not as the scribes and Pharisees. Scribes and Pharisees, they teach like they have power and authority. Pastors in the pulpit, they don't be teaching like they got authority. They be, ha, and the Lord's head, ha. That ain't no damn authority. But ha, clear your neck, spit, whatever you got to do. Stop all that foolishness.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.